Mr. President.
Yes, po, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Senator Lagari, you may have the floor.
Mr. Chair, again, may I ask Mr. Chair the same question? Will they answer it or not, Mr. Chair?
Will the chairperson, please reiterate first your query.
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to ask the proponent if they could explain, Mr. Chair, the 886,739 million and the 935,790, Mr. Chair, in 2023. If they could explain it to us, how come that in the audited report, it was stated that there were no or unavailability of supporting document?
The chairperson may answer that, whether or not, why is it that this 900 plus million for 2023 and 2024, 935 million plus is considered by the external auditor unaccounted?
Mr. Chair, for that question, I invoke my right to answer that one because, Mr. I cannot give details in that, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson. Next, Honorable Lagari.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, for that, Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask for a reconsideration that my question be extended to, yes, 3, considering my first question hasn't been answered, Mr. Chair. But pertaining to that, Mr. Chair, just for transparency, baka sabihin ng mga tao, Mr. Chair, may tinatago tayo. For transparency, Mr. Chair, we would like to, this representation would like to ask for either a written report or if not, Mr. Chair, the confidence of the NEA or the COA to investigate on this matter for that purpose, Mr. Chair.
The law says,
Just a manifestation.
the law says that any acts made by the board or any officials of the board, especially if it is accounted and the NEA knew it, they may, as a quasi-judicial body, they may conduct investigation. But just for record purposes, the request of Honorable Lagari is noted. Next, follow-up.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the next question, Mr. Chair, may we know from the with the statement issued earlier that there's losses, may we know what's the cause of the losses? The general cause of the losses in the passing years. Kasi from, I think it was from 2021 based on the record until now, na sige tayong lugi. May we know the real reason?
Mr. Chair,
Yes. Before, the gentleman from Barangay would want the reason of the losses of 2023 and 2024. Please answer.
Precisely, Mr. Chair, for the past years, it contributed to the big system loss that we have, Mr. Chair. Meron pa tayong accumulated na system loss that would entails malaki na po ang accumulation ng system loss natin, Mr. Chair. That's why slice po siya ng pie na naging nakahila sa ating financial, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Are you satisfied, Honorable Lagari?
Follow-up question, Mr. Chair. Two more follow-up question, Mr. Chair. During these losses, sir, ano na po yung ginawa natin or ginawa ng board? Kasi it's been already 4 years or 5 years na continuous yung losses. That's the reason na from class A naging classification B tayo. May we know kung ano po yung ginawa na natin? Paano tayo paano tayo makabalik? Or if not, kung hindi man makabalik, anong dapat natin gawin? And one more thing, sir. During the course nung pag-losses natin, is there any instances na nagkaroon ng substantial diversion ng funds from from other uses instead of para dun sa development ng system natin, meron bang nagkaroon ng yung diversion ng funds?
There are two questions, Mr. Chairperson. Your first question is on what did the directors do in reducing system loss? Second, the management in reducing the system loss. Second, what item that are being subjected to divert the funds to another purpose?
Okay, for the first question, ano po ang ginawa natin kung dun sa system loss na maagapan? Actually, Mr. Chair, meron po kaming tinatawag na reinvestment fund for sustainable capex. So, gumawa po tayo ng hakbang na to address all those concerns. We have a provision na to put up an additional substation. No? Besides that, to reduce our system loss, na ano po tayo ng task force. No? Task force. We confiscated, no? Kasi ang dami po kasing pilferage po ngayon, Mr. Chair. So, malaki din po yung naka-contribute doon sa paglobo ng system loss natin. Aside from that, marami po sa ating facility, like the substation, who are dead by now, no? Lampas na po siya sa capacity, no? Nasa critical level na po. It means, kung dyan na po na level is hindi na po siya efficient. So, ganun, marami po talagang With regards to the lines, marami po tayong mga lines. Needs clearing. No? Always, interruption can be considered as system loss, for example.
With that, was there any diversion of funds to another purpose?
With regards to that section, Mr. Chair, I cannot confirm, but I will ask my PS will help answer.
Please, proceed to the podium.
The Honorable Vice Mayor, members of the Assembly. Honorable Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer, members of the Assembly of Parliament, so to everyone, good morning. I am Project Supervisor Attorney Aidan Darwin Zamora. I was assigned as a Project Supervisor to Zone 22 after it has regressed from AAA to B. So to answer your question, sir, one item that deserves scrutiny actually is the mortuary benefit extended by Zone 22. To date, Your Honor, it's about, Chair, it's about 120 to 126 million disbursed by Zone 22. Now, the issue, Mr. Chair, is not whether or not this benefit or this program is wrong, but rather, let's put it into perspective. Can, in a cooperative that's incurring losses, paying excessive system loss, and is in actual deficit, be in a position to give this kind of benefit? To put it into context, that 126 million could have been used for a substation, to improve further the lines, the distribution utility, the electric cooperative, which serves as a long-term solution. So that's one thing that we have to investigate.
Honorable Bendido.
Mr. Just for the record, for your the next speaker to ask question, Councilor Ben, Councilor Jenny, Councilor Michael Pacquiao, then Councilor Blanco, Meliesa, and Councilor Yuma. Depende kung saan unang nagtaas naman. And I've been appointed. Kindly recognize the Honorable Beth Bagono.
Beth Bagunog, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Floor Leader. I am a graduate of public administration, and I'm not adept on figures, really. I would like to admit that. But based on what Councilor Lagani have presented, that was an audited financial report. And we have here a South Cotabato, Socoteco statements of financial condition. I really cannot comprehend anong pagkakaiba nito. Pero ang sabi naman din ng ating one board of directors, si Mark, correct ito. And it states here that in 2023 you have incurred deficit of 1,403,278 pesos and 779 centavos. And in 2024 you have a deficit of 1,237,449 pesos and 658. Okay. Ang tanong kasi, tingnan natin ang financial statement na audited, kaya dito lumalabas, puro lugi. Contrary to what the manager had stated to us when she was here, na hindi lugi. Ano ba ito, kuya? Sino ba ang nagsasabi ng totoo? Lugi o hindi lugi? And in the financial statement that was audited, may nabanggit doon na may mga unaccounted items. Ano yun? Why do you allow such things as unaccounted? Sabi niyo naman kanina, systems loss lang ang isa sa mga causes ng pagkalugi at merong unaccounted ano ito. Because we are suspecting, pardon me, kasi that has been the glaring issue in our country now, about the mishandling, about the possibility of corruption here, that I am looking at the board of directors na parang walang alam. Or else you could very well answer, ano itong bakit hindi natin masagot? Pardon me, sir, but we should face the reality. We are representatives of the people here and we want to know the truth. Whether the operation of Socoteco 2 is really being mishandled. Hence, we are facing this, sabi niyo kanina, critical, conditional, crisis na ang Socoteco 2. Hence, kailangan ng tulong. And we are here to help you if we can. Yun lang po ang pwede kong may tanong as of now. Sino po nagsasabi ng totoo? Ang manager natin, wala dito. Bakit? Parang kayo doon ay hindi nag-uusap-usap. Please, if I may sound harsh, but that is the observation we got in the previous days now we've been inviting you.
The query is, there is a great disparity between the position of the board of directors and that of the management in relation to the financial, in relation to the statement that the board of directors, that the Socoteco 2 is, has a loss of almost, if you add this 112 million and the other one, the position of the management, they have a cash flow of 200 million plus. People of Jensen, as well as his service body, in relation to query of Honorable Baguno, to whom we believe? To the board of directors or to the management? Please answer.
Yes, Mr. Chair. For that matter, Mr. Chair, we cannot speak in behalf of the 200 million that was previously said by the OICGM. Hindi po namin alam kung saan kinuha po yung 200 million na yun. As far as we know, na wala. Meron tayong deficit for the budget. Hindi po din niya sinabi doon sa inquiry namin during our session to explain why he said that matter. Mr. Chair.
Okay. Honorable Beth Baguno,
Yes, follow up. Sir, is it true na the professor of the University of the Philippines conducted a study regarding the condition of Socoteco 2 and its distribution system? Anong findings?
Yes, Mr. Chair, if I may.
Please.
Yes, totoo po yan. No? Ang in-person po na professor na tumulong sa Socoteco 2, si Professor Wally Del Mundo. UP professor sa College of Engineering, of which inauthorize po siya ng NEA to be with us, no, para ma-assess po yung kung ano na po ang status ni Socoteco and come up with some recommendations. Ang resulta, ganito po. They found out that the system ng Socoteco 2 is obsolete for the for obsolete, no? Dito especially to cater the growing economy here in Quezon. For that, the good professor come up with a 5-year capex plan. Sa capex plan naman po, lahat-lahat, with including the modernization, fully rehabilitation po sa system ng Socoteco 2 that would amount to 10 billion.
Ay, Honorable Atendido.
Yes, if the Honorable Ocono
Just one last.
because you're still...
Yes, Honorable Atendido. Yes.
Yes, just one last. Yun na nga po, sir, yung tanong ko kanina, I was just carried away. Parang ko kasing ang layo ng management sa opisina ng mga board of directors, hindi ba kayo nakikita-kita doon at nagko-compare ng mga notes? Parang magkaisa naman kayo ng statement at hindi malagay sa confusion ng mga tao kung sino pang papaniwalaan natin dito. At ano ba ang magiging solusyon ng board with this binanggit ninyong critical condition ng Socoteco 2? Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat. And I submit, Mr. Chairman.
The query is whether or not the board of directors and the management must have a chorus in relation to this problem. Why not engage yourself to the management and have a one common ground on this matter?
Mr. Chair, if I may. I respect the suggestion of the Vice Mayor. Actually, Mr. Chair, we asked them for the records, data, in showing to us kung ano ba talaga ang the real numbers so that we, the board, will know. Sad to know that wala.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
Mr. Chair, do you kindly recognize the Honorable Gamal?
Honorable John Gagal, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Pro Leader. I prepared 3 questions for today, but because of the statements that were given by the good gentleman, I have preliminary questions. So my question is, pagkatapos ko ba magtanong ng preliminary, mawawala na yung right ko na magtanong ng 3?
Yeah, preliminary questions is good. This is for the foundation of the 3 main
Okay.
principles.
I will ask a shocking question. I will shock the good president. Sa Facebook, sa social media, ilang araw nang lumalabas ang chismis na to. I will call it chismis muna. Ang sabi, ang board of directors were treated to a trip to South Korea and given 2 million. How true is this story?
Please answer Vice Chairperson, the Chairperson.
Mr. Chair, if I may, with the permission of the rest of the board, if I may, that mentioned trip to South Korea, that is a factory acceptance test.
Factory
Acceptance test. Wherein our supply coming from that company invites us to inspect that item before they deliver to us.
So you ordered
But,
particular items.
yes po.
Ano pong items ito?
May I request the good gentleman from...
And when was the trip done or made? So
Mr.
it is
Chair,
true.
if I may
Please,
ask.
please. Director
Good morning.
PJ Edson.
PJ Edson po. First. Good morning, August Body. Good morning. Regarding po sa question na South Korea, it is tama yung sinabi ni Board President na it is a factory acceptance test.
When did it happen?
It happened last January because ganito po yan. If we have item ordered, kasali po doon sa aming terms of reference to check if ito pong
Anong item po?
recloser po, that is a part of the system for upgrades po.
Ilan pong board of directors ang pumunta ng South Korea?
The usual po, pagka factory acceptance,
Hindi yung pumunta, hindi yung
Ayaw
usual.
po.
Pumunta, yung actual na pumunta.
dalawa lang kami po.
Sino
Na
po?
technical.
Sino po pumunta?
Ako po at saka yung vice technical po.
Okay, thank you. At least clarify niyo po. That is, I asked that question so that mabigyan kayo ng chance to answer that rumor. Kasi talagang viral na eh.
And also po,
Can
Mr.
I
Chair,
interject,
Yes.
Honorable Zengakal, in relation to that, with respect to the majority of your opinion? What do you mean by, when we mean by factory acceptance,
yes.
the test,
Yes po.
the item has not yet been delivered,
Not yet po.
and you were invited by the,
Yes, by the
you were invited by the,
winning bidder po ng the company na supposedly won the bidding.
supposedly won the bidding, so wala pa.
Sorry to reflect that. The company who won the bidding. So sila po yung nanalo. So therefore, it is our duty to see if this factory is for real.
Can it not be done here?
Yung ano po kasi, yung product po is made in South Korea.
Kaya can it not be done here? I can deliver it.
Hindi po, kasi po, we will be checking if yung product, upon making the product that will be delivered, sakto po ba yun sa specs na kailangan namin?
So, ibig sabihin wala pang bidding. Kung bigyan ng tenor ng pananalita mo. You are violating procurement law, PJ at Sarong.
No po, to be clear,
There was
sir.
already a winning bidder.
Yes po, yes po.
Ngayon kung sinabi mo na you are violating the procurement law, you have to rephrase your answer.
So, my point here, Mr. Chair, the reason for the factory acceptance test is to check that the item delivered or will be delivered since kailangan po ng winning bidder, if ready, nandyan pa yung item is well packed and yung item is yun ba yung talaga.
So you did sign that, sinasignan mo.
Meron kaming this is our order.
Were you authorized by the board of directors
Yes,
as the representative sa Coteco to check and accept that product?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
So are you telling me nag-accept ka na doon sa South Korea ng product? Do you know under the civil law once delivered, the ownership transferred to Coteco 2?
Not really to accept, but to check that the test is done right and the product is correct. Yun lang po yun, Mr. Chair.
I just clarifying, DJ, baka mag-technical ka na ito.
I know, Mr. Chair. Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Jengakal, proceed to your
Thank you.
inquiries.
Not only was there a rumor
Before,
Interjection for Sir, Honorable, before Honorable Gakal, in relation to that query, Honorable,
Yes, Engineer PJ, am I right to say if yung pagpunta ninyo is for post-qualification? Di ba? Kasi that's allowed actually. Post-qualification. Yes, please.
Mr. Chair, I am accompanied with Director PG because I am the president last year until January. So,
the factory acceptance test. Mr. Chair, again, yes, I am Engineer Isidro Pacona, the past president of Ispoteco. And the factory acceptance test in South Korea is already done with bidding. It is already awarded to the winning bidder. So that is the story of the Bids and Awards Committee na na-award na po sa winning bidder. The winning bidder is in the Philippines, but the supplier is in the South Korea. So, na-award na lahat, may process na, but in the bidding process, there will be by request or nakalagay sa terms of reference that we have to check the equipments, the factory acceptance test, because we have also the technical engineers.
Please state your name for record purposes.
Engineer Aniceto Pacol na po, the board president, the director of Bonobro.
Thank you, Honorable Kukunya.
Kindly recognize.
Honorable Dakal, proceed to your main question.
Okay. Not only was there a rumor that the board of directors were brought to Korea, meron din pong Japan daw at US. How true?
Actually, I am with the last year Japan.
Japan. Pumunta ka?
With our guests.
Who else?
Our president now. I am kasi
What is the purpose of the trip?
the purpose of that travel is to check our single hydroplan.
To check the
The study about the hydroplan. Kasi mayroon tayong contract with the Alcantara, yung single hydroplan.
But why in Japan?
Honorable Janjakal, please do not interject while our guest
Yes.
still answer. Please.
Sorry.
Thank you,
I thought
Honorable.
I'm in the court.
Okay, normal guys.
Please proceed.
Okay, in travel in Japan, that is before mag-set ng bidding yung natin, yung mga supplier, the bidders, mayroon silang offer na we will go to, kasi wala pa yung terms of reference. Just in case na manalo yung ating, yung PSA natin, yung power supply agreement, mayroon yan nakalagay na kasi renewable yun ang single hydro. That's offer sila ang nanalo ng bidding natin sa renewable energy. So, siguro mga 3 years or 4 years ago, nag-offer sila sa amin. And I am the president. So sabi ko, baka ma-issuean tayo niyan. Kasi ipapunta kami sa Japan. But the further study kasi, yung with regards sa hydro plant na doon ginawa. Kasi sila yung nagtrabaho sa single hydro plant natin dito sa Sigil. So sila yung mga inspector. So kami din, as the board and the technical, so nastudihan namin kung ano yung flow with regards po sa renewable with hydro plant.
Satisfied, Honorable Janjakal?
Not really.
When the question of Honorable Janjakal is when was your travel?
September 8 last year,
2025.
So who was your companion? The president?
Si President Patricia, GM Jerry DeSisto, and Attorney Ponce Joy.
How about this alleged US trip?
Hindi ako kasali din.
Well, ano meron?
Hindi. With regards po sa US trade, that is NRECA. NRECA, our international association, the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association. Every year, nagkakandak po yung FERRECA natin, international, lahat ng mga electric cooperatives. But ang makasali lang dyan is yung AAA. Kasi may funding yung NEA.
When was that?
Every year.
Every year. So that was
Every year.
last year in the US?
Please address the answer to the presiding
Yes,
officer.
Mr. Chair. So every year, ang makapunta lang sa US, kasi every year mayroon tayong NRECA. And ang makapunta lang is General Manager and the Board President. That is the requirements and the guidelines of our AAA.
Okay.
So, Jerry DeSisto is nakapunta sila and our treasurer, Ma'am Lini Alvarez.
Thank you very much. Last query?
Mayroon pa Mr. Chairman, in relation to the Korea and Japan trip. My question now is, at whose expense was this trips made?
Who paid?
Sino ang gumasto?
Yeah.
Was it the supplier or was it Socoteco?
Yes,
Please answer.
Honorable Vice Mayor. The factor acceptance test nakalagay sa bidding nila, kasali na doon yung trip ng mga technical and then the director. So, all expense is paid by our suppliers. The trip from Japan is paid by our Sarangani Energy Corporation. Energy. Walang gastos sa Socoteco dyan. Kahit piso.
Okay, thank you. I have a question ako because
Sandali lang, sorry, Honorable Gata. And ang INRECA is gastos na lang po.
Okay. Last query, Honorable Jengakan.
gasto ng co-op. You mean to say Socoteco?
Yes, ang INRECA po, international kasi na...
Okay, okay. Because it appears to me I'm confused that the manager is saying one thing and the board is saying one thing. So my question is, what is the function of the board of director and what is the function of the management? Gusto ko malaman para bakit ganun, bakit iba?
Who will answer that? The present chairperson. What's the thank you. What's the function of the board of directors and that of the management?
Mr. Chair, the function of the board of directors is to oversee the operations of the cooperative. Well, the management, sila po yung mag-i-implement sa lahat ng mga projects na na-agree po for the betterment of service.
To oversee. So that is supervision. Is there control exercised by the BOD over the management?
Okay, for last query of Honorable Jen Gakal, the query is whether or not the board of directors has control over the management.
This time, Mr. Chair, hindi po na po.
The query of Honorable Jen Gakal is based on law.
Yes.
Thus, the board of director or the board has control over the management.
This time, Mr. Chair, hindi.
And answer me, under the law, whether or not the board of director has control over the management.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And now this time, at present, do you have a control over over the management?
Nothing more, Mr. Chair.
You have no control. So you are admitting before this august body and the public that you cannot control. You directors cannot control the management.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I still have few questions, very, very important.
One question, Honorable Judge.
Can I have two?
We will have a second round.
Okay. So, who is higher? Is it the president of the board of directors or the manager?
Please answer.
The board president, Mr. Chair, is on top. On top of the most top are the MCOs. MCOs, then the board of directors, then the manager.
Now, reserve your query, Honorable Judge, then on the second round, please.
Parliamentary query, Mr. President,
What's the inquiry?
relative to the questions of the Honorable Gak.
What's the inquiry?
Relative to the relation between the management and the question.
What I mean is, what is the parliamentary inquiry of Honorable?
Okay, the parliamentary inquiry is whether the manager of Socoteco.
No. Are you interjecting a query in relation to Honorable Jen Gakal because that is not a parliamentary inquiry? I will give you one. You just rejoinder of Honorable.
Join that to the issues being raised by the Honorable Gak.
Honorable Dinopo, the Mayor of the floor.
Sir, who appoints the manager of Socoteco? Is it the board of directors or is it from any agency of the government?
Please answer that.
Pardon po, hindi ko na po.
Who appoints the general manager?
Mr. Chair, it is upon the NEA. May I request the NEA to explain it further?
You should know that, Mr. Chairperson.
Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Who appoints the general manager?
The board of directors issue a board resolution on that matter.
Precisely.
And then we will send it to NEA for approval. Then there is a series of examinations. Then the result is turned back po nila sa for acceptance.
Satisfied, Honorable?
So with that, Mr. President, they have control over the manager because they made a resolution endorsing the appointment of the general manager.
That was already answered a while ago. Please.
Please reserve your questions. Kindly recognize the Honorable Michael Pacquiao.
Honorable Michael Pacquiao, you're recognized. May I request Honorable Beth Tagalog to resume temporarily the presiding office.
For the record, after the Honorable Pacquiao, kindly prepare the Honorable Vivencio Dinopol, the Honorable Blando, the Honorable Meliesa, then the Honorable Limao.
Thank you, Mr. Floor Leader. May I proceed?
Yes,
my question.
But before, let me speak first. Okay, let's continue. The Honorable Michael Stephen Pacquiao is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Floor Leader. I have only two questions. Given the city's fast-paced economic expansion and new investments in the city, can the current system still support the increasing electricity demand?
Okay, Mr. President,
If I may,
did you
Mr.
get
Chair.
the meat of the question?
The answer for the current situation, I would answer it no. Though the Socoteco 2 is still serving large consumers nowadays. But ang gusto po na mangyari namin, Mr. Chair, Ma'am Chair, rather, is to have a sustainable electric power that was given to them. Besides that, ang ating pong mga investors, ito po yung tinitingnan kung how reliable power in General Santos City has.
Any follow-up question from Councilor Michael Stephen Pacquiao? Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So if you're saying that Socoteco 2 does not have sufficient financial resources, what concrete plan does the cooperative have to address these urgent infrastructure?
Yes, you may answer now, Mr. President, to the query.
Alam niyo po, Madam Chair, ang dami na po naming brainstorming with this matter, Mr. Chair. We opted to secure loans from the bank and seek assistance from the government. And since then, we do have decategorize sa aming level, Madam Chair. Nahirapan po ang Socoteco to secure one. Nag-process po kami, but ang processing po is hindi po basta-basta. They need some requirements attached to it, Madam Chair.
Processing for the loan?
Loans, yes po.
But in, if I may interject, in 2023, you had a loan of 116,995,000. And in 2024, you have a loan of 130,000. Tapos sabihin mo ngayon nahihirapan kayo with all of these experiences?
Yes, yeah. That is for the short-term loan, Madam Chair. Short-term loan lang po yan, Madam Chair. Ginagamit po namin yan sa pangbayad po, Madam Chair. But, doon po sa tinatanong po ni Honorable Pacquiao, kung could we sustain po sa present situation, I answered it po.
Categorically, you cannot sustain.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
Kaput, you cannot. Now what? Councilor Michael Pacquiao, do you still have any question?
Yes.
Yes. What are your plans to address the issue regarding the sustainability of your
Yes,
system?
Mr. President,
Well,
please.
for that, Madam Chair, since the coming of our, ganito na lang, with our professor from UP College of Dean, we come up with a plan. We have an emergency CAPEX to address all these problems. But, yun, may but nga lang. Saan kami kukuha a worth of 10 billion for the upgrading and fully rehabilitate our system?
May I, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Floor Leader,
Thank you.
Councilor Candido.
Thank you, Mr. Sir, you just mentioned of 10 billion. Is this enough for to solve the problem sa Cotabato?
Yes, Mr. President.
Madam Chair, for immediate relief, yes.
10 billion.
Yes, for immediate relief, yes. That would cover 5 years. An amount of around 2.5 billion annually to finance some projects. But hindi po mauubos yan. But time will come. If we exhausted the 10 billion, dyan na lang po ba tayo? Lalaki at lalaki. Because some of the investors may invest. Kasi po, with the quality ng power po ng Jensen, mag-i-invest sila dito. And that 10 billion, mai-exhaust po yan pagdating ng panahon. For that, Madam Chair, hindi po yan kasya for the long duration ng tinitingnan po ng mga board of directors.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Floor Leader.
I believe that the 10 million will be used as capex. Will this help improve the system sa Cotabato? Generally?
Definitely.
May
Okay, could we have a recess or?
Anyway, but because just to for the follow-up question of that after the question is because I saw the representative from NIA na bumugulo yan. I will also ask what is the status of Socoteco 2's capex application with the NIA?
Okay,
Pwedeng diretsuhin
who's
na-
going to answer the question?
Madam Chair, may I request our PS to answer some of the
PS?
queries. PS Zamora.
Zamora, okay.
Yes.
PS Zamora now, please, your kind indulgence in answering the question.
Presiding officer, please can I have the question?
Yes, a while ago I asked if the 10 million is enough for your capex if ma-provide, no? Kasi that's a 10 billion. Now, with what's happening right now, the question a while ago is, will the infusion of 10 million capex will help the Socoteco? And what's the status of the application of Socoteco sa NIA? Because after that, the NIA, I'm sorry, if you can answer, if you can just answer, because I believe you're from NIA.
Yes,
Madam
sir, you are recognized.
Madam Presiding Officer, there are 3 questions. Allow me to answer them.
Okay, go ahead.
For the first question, it was, is the 10 billion indicative, is an indicative 10 billion enough? For now, I guess to put into context, who is Professor Wani? He is a professor sa College of Engineering. He's actually a renowned lecturer sa lahat ng electric competence sa Pilipinas. He even lectures outside of the Philippines when it comes to electric competence. He is an authority that is established. So, together with the Socoteco management, Professor Wang created a 5-year accelerated capex plan. With this in mind, he believes, based on that plan, that reducing system losses, and Socoteco 2 will be able to compete with the better utilities. So the 10 billion, the indicated 10 billion amount, I guess no amount of funding without reforms and no amount of funding can solve the problem. Kung nandiyan naman yung pera sa magagamit at magagamit. But along with the funding, there should be reforms.
Okay, may I cut you there? I would like to relinquish back the chair to our Honorable Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer, Attorney, and Argument.
Yes,
Mr. Chair, I think we
yes, may I continue?
Please, Honorable.
Because last week I was able to attend with the
meeting with Regional Development Council. And during that meeting, the general manager was there, and one person from Socoteco, I forget the name. And online kasi yun, nandiyan yung ERC. Along the way, sinasabi ni General Manager, OIC General Manager, dito din sa sessional, sabi niya masyadong mabagal mag-approve, masyadong mabagal kumilos, or what, ano ba yung exact term dyan sa, correct me if I'm wrong, ang ERC para ma-approve ang application for 10 billion capex. But during that meeting, according sa ERC, mabilis naman daw silang mag-approve. And the application of Socoteco to nag-umpisa pa 2016 for additional capex. Anong totoo?
I hesitate to speak against another government agency if you allow me. But put things into perspective talaga, sir. You mentioned kanina make existing capex applications sa Socoteco. That's true. It is in the amount of 2.7, if I'm not mistaken. 2.7 billion worth of capital. I'm sorry. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you. 2.7 billion. Yung 2.7 billion na po, it was 5 years ago. Even if ma-approve ko siya ngayon, yung mga projects under that capex application has already been implemented. Hindi po siya yung magiging bago. So, nandiyan na ho yan. I-recover na rin sa Socoteco. So, even if it's approved, may konti pang delay, may konti pang lag sa mga program. So, wala pa rin.
Thank you.
But I again, sir, hindi ako makakadyo doon sa speed.
No problem. Mr. Chair, kindly recognize the Honorable Benjo Dinopo.
Honorable Benjo Dinopo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. I have one manifestation and one question. My manifestation is, may we invite the manager of Socoteco next session to answer the 3 questions that were raised by the Honorable Dinopo to our speakers.
The request of Honorable Dinopo is noted. We will require the management as well as the other personalities to be present.
And also, may we also invite Attorney Virgilio Alconera, Mr. President, to express his side.
The manifestation is noted, yes.
Thank you. And my question, I have only one question. If you recommend the appointment through a resolution of the General Manager of Socoteco, which you said, can you also recommend through a resolution the termination of his position? You can terminate through a resolution the position of the manager.
So to put things to, Mr. Chair, the requirements to be a general manager is prescribed by law and regulation. So not anyone can really be a general manager. There are strict requirements.
But it was But it was said that through a resolution you recommend the appointment of the general manager. You said. So you can also do a corresponding power of making a resolution terminating his position for lack of confidence.
That rests with the NEA.
Yeah, but the resolution will come from you.
Yes, from the board, huh?
Oh, kaya pala ayaw na magpakita yung manager dito, baka natakot yun sa Mr. President. So, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Benjo Dinopo.
The Honorable Bando.
Honorable Bando, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Floor Leader and Mr. President. The proceedings of today's sessions are being viewed online through live streaming, and the concerned consumers are also watching at this time. Seeking clarification regarding the status of Socoteco, I am also truly grateful for your presence, gentlemen and gentlewomen, Board of Directors, as it allows us to become better educated and more informed. Now, just recently, as far as we know that Socoteco 2 retrogressed from AAA to Category B triggered NAA or NIA step-in rights, uninstalled Project Supervisor Attorney Evan Zamora, and ENA Independent Director Dr. Escobilio, leading to Prof. Wally Del Mondo of UP College of Engineering. Intervention and strongly suggested a joint venture agreement as the only viable solutions. Now my question, Mr. President, while NIA denied clearance for Socoteco 2 for domestic borrowings despite local banks' willingness and openness to grant Socoteco 2 for loans intended for its working capital of 800 million with favorable terms and conditions. Bakit hindi pinapayagan yung local na pwede naman? Who can answer this?
This seems like a very loaded question. Can really
Okay, the query of the gentleman from Lagay is whether or not why NAIA did not approve the abatement of loan of the Socoteco 2.
But Mr. Chair, there was some kind of misstatement of facts on that.
Then you state the facts if you have knowledge of that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So, na-mention niyo po kanina, sir, na nag-step in rights si NEA and then nag-install siya ng project supervisor. Hindi pa po nag-step in rights si NEA. There are specific procedures under the law before NEA can exercise its step in rights. But correct, after retrogress, si Socoteco from category A, AAA to B, the NEA Board of Administrators found it fit to assign a project supervisor to Socoteco. So hindi po siya nag-step in rights. And then another point, just to correct it, si Professor Wally Del Mundo was there to help formulate the CAPEX plan in his capacity as a expert on this field, on this matter. So actually, sorry, let me rephrase that. He was there to find a solution. So part of the solution is looking at the current system in Socoteco 2. And through there, he was able to formulate a CAPEX plan with the help of Socoteco 2.
Okay.
Satisfied, Honorable Zanda?
Doon po sa question about the
Mr.
law.
President.
I'm not sure that. Sorry.
Thank you so much for the consumers as well as seeking clarification to be informed. And thank you. I'm just going to give the floor to some of my dear colleagues.
Honorable Tindigo.
Thank you so much.
Under your
Recognize the Honorable Meliasa.
Honorable Meliasa, you are recognized.
Thank you, sir.
But before Honorable Meliasa, please take note that Honorable Baguda is raising her hand. That will be the second up, please. Honorable Meliasa, you may have the floor.
Thank you. I just want to know, when was the implementation of the latest power bill per kilowatt hour? Yung latest talaga.
Yung magkano po.
I think the appropriate person, the chairperson would answer that if he has knowledge for the month of, what time ngayon? March? For the month of February, how much is the per kilowatt hour?
Mr. Chair, for that question, Mr. Chair, may I request Ma'am Jessie to answer first.
Ma'am Jessie, laban, honorable na laban.
Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Mr. Chair. So the latest power rates of Socoteco 2 is for the month of March 2026. For the residential, it is 10 pesos, 0.0570 centavos per kilowatt hour. For the low voltage, it is 10 pesos, 0.1285 centavos per kilowatt hour. And for the high voltage, it is 8.3379 centavos per kilowatt hour, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Meliasa, satisfied?
Okay. Yes, my second question.
Yes.
You know, people come to us because we are councilors, we are vice mayor. They come to us today for a problem. Now, he said, nakuratan niya ni. Nabigla kami. Hindi man pinirmag na kaya nito bigla na lang nag-increase ang power bill namin. My question is, what process did Socoteco do para ma-inform ang mga membro ng Socoteco? Because in the mind of the people, So, Coteco to is a cooperative. Meron bang massive information right sa media or whatever? Para ma-comply natin ang cooperative law.
The query of Honorable Vilesa, whether or not the Socoteco conduct a public consultation in relation to the increases of the rates of the power distribution cooperative.
Mr. Chair, actually, we do not conduct public consultation, but we do information dissemination through radio station. And actually, we have already this parang text brigade. Siguro hindi pa po lahat na sali doon sa ating text brigade po. Yes po. Actually, why we do not conduct a public consultation or whatever, as I have mentioned, the Socoteco 2 rate was being approved by the Energy Regulatory Commission. So as I have mentioned before, because it was asked about the power rates of Socoteco 2, as I mentioned, there are components of that power rates. One is the generation rates coming from the different power suppliers that we have. And as I have mentioned, that is the drivers of the power rate increase. Because once the generations are pass-through charges. So once binili natin ng mahal, papasa lang po natin kung magkano po yung rate na nabili po natin. So ganun po ang nangyari. So actually wala pong nabago sa component ng power rates natin. The same pa rin po yung na-approve ng ERC since 2010 when it comes to distribution, supply, and metering, and as well as to the REPC po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, you're satisfied, Honorable Vilesa? Yes. Last question. Yes. Okay. Now, my last question. You also mentioned about pilferage. Kanina.
Yes.
Mentioned about pilferage. Ilang kaso na ang pilferages na was discovered by Socoteco and being already sold? Kasi hindi pa na daw, di ba? Kanina, it was mentioned. Please answer.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The latest report that we received from the management was almost 50 million, Mr. Chair.
Ang tanong po niya, Atty. Vilesa, whether or not there were cases filed before the court.
I'm sorry for that. Actually, as of now, we don't have. Because if we can arrange it through negotiation, then we are not filing cases to those filterager customer that we have, Mr. Chair.
Ano lang, pinuputulan lang. Pinuputulan lang.
Ang okay, Mr. Chair, ang ginagawa namin, hindi naman talaga pinuputol. Una, talaga pinukuha, ina-apprehend namin yung metron just to check kung talaga mayroon siyang jumper, mayroon siyang filterage doon. But then, hindi namin pinuputol. Nagkakaroon tayo ng negotiation sa office. Kino-compute natin yung back billing, kung agreeable naman yung customer, binabayaran lang po. Ganun po ang nangyayari po, Mr. Chair.
In line with that,
Yeah.
yung information drive, sana ba, sa consumer, para ma-comply natin naman. Now, siguro baka hindi masyado mas intindihan ng publiko itong mga figures na mga very technical, no? So, why not mention during the information drive na ito ang total kilowatt hours or tile, ganito, per kilowatt hour, ganito. Video and that, para magkaroon kasi malaki yung tira yan. So, if they will not understand that, they will really say na, bakit mag-increase pa? Malaki naman pera ito. Hindi natin 1 kilowatt hour times half the price. Please answer.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, we will recommend that one to the management. During my time when I was still the power rate at Socoteco 2, I do have that information dissemination through GMA and Brigada, and another one is the there's another TV station that I used to give information every month regarding the power rates, regardless of increase or decrease. So we will suggest that one to the management, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kindly recognize for the first round, the last speaker, the Honorable Ralph Yumang.
Honorable Limong, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Florida and Mr. Chair. I would like to ask whether this one page is form part of the audited financial statement.
Chairperson, may we know whether or not the documents submitted or distributed among the members are part of the external audit?
Mr. Chair, please allow me to check the document.
Please.
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's part of the audited financial statement of Zacatecas, Mr. Chair, under the statement of financial condition, Mr. Chair.
But my copy has no signature on this matter. May we request from the chairperson that these documents must bear the signature of the person prepared and duly attested by the President, since in our parlance, we just call this as a tissue paper. It has no legal value. Please submit a signed docs on this matter. Proceed, Honorable.
Yes, Mr. Chair. We will do that, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Considering that this piece of paper is form part of the audited statement, the figures here stated that the assets is higher than liabilities. Therefore, the entity has a positive equity. Meaning, kahit mag-liquidate po tayo today, ang Socoteco 2 may pera. Yan po ang ibig sabihin nitong balance sheet. Ngayon, kaya nga po, ginigiit ko palagi na ang kailangan ng sangguniang panglungsod ay ang financial statement para makita po natin yung revenue, less expenses, or kung meron mang depreciation or interest, para makita natin yung the whole cycle kada taon ng operation.
What's the
Meaning, Mr. Chair, a loss in one period does not immediately destroy the overall performance of the cooperative.
So what are you suggesting?
They have to provide the financial statement, audited financial statement way back 23, 24, and 25.
Honorable President.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chair. This is now the audited financial statement for the years 2023 and 24. The financial statement for 2025 is still undergoing audit at this moment, Mr. Chair.
May we request the chairperson to proceed to the vote for this August body is requiring your office to produce a financial statement from 2023 and 2024 separate, so that we can see the operation of the as requested by the audit. Can you do that?
Duly noted, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Does include the signed form part of the paper that was in your copy.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Mr. Chairman, to be...
Before that, parliamentary agreement.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just joining to the request of...
Interjection.
Yes, interjection.
Yes, please.
Mr. Chair, to see the whole picture, Mr. Chair, can we have a financial statement of 10 years? Because the losses of Socotecos 2 started in 2020 onwards until 2025. If we will just get 2023, we can see the whole picture. But if we will get a 10-year financial statement, we can see the whole picture wherein kumikita pa yung Socoteco hanggang sa nalugi, Mr. Chair.
Okay, the request of Honorable Agarit, Mr. Chairperson, in relation to your statement a while ago that Socoteco has been in AAA since 2011 to 2023. We are requesting, and contrary to that statement, there was a information that Socoteco 2 was at loss 10 years prior. May we request your office for the production of a certified photocopy or the original copy of the financial statement from the year 2010 to present?
Duly noted that, Mr. Chair.
Not only noted.
And we will provide that one.
Thank you very much. Honorable Lino, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Going back to the organizational structure, it said a while ago that on top of everything are the member consumers, followed by the board, then the management, right? Hearing from the figures, no? Because there are, side A and side B, conflicting figures, conflicting ideas. My question there is, whether or not that the present situation of the Socoteco 2 ay generally speaking a collective failure. Would you accept that as a board?
Whether or not the board would accept that there is a collective failure of the board of directors and that of the management as the query.
Mr. Chair, please give us time to answer the Mr. Chair.
Please consult your director whether or not there is a collective failure between the management and that of the board of directors. Second round na lang. Pahinga muna tayo para pinis. Ha?
Sabi ko, you more or less, masira mo ang momentum.
Yeah. Second round. Okay? Yeah. Chairperson, Patrick Yap.
Mr. Chair, with that matter, Mr. Chair, may NEA standard po kasi, Mr. Chair. So, if there is a, sabi ni Councilor po na parang there's a the rush between the board of directors and the management. Palagay ko, a little, meron.
What is the NEA standard?
May I ask,
Please.
It is the NEA is the overall supervisory and regulatory control body for electric cooperatives. So we classify it.
What?
Sorry.
Overall,
Kami pa yung nag-supervise sa mga electric cooperatives. And
the other word that you enter, supervise and regulatory.
Control. Regulatory control.
What provision of the law are you telling me?
Well, if you look at the law, nakikita nyo na dyan supervisor. But in reality, we have to exercise regulation over we issue regulations for that the electric cooperatives must follow.
Okay, I would like to mention to the gentleman from the NEA that under the law, in relation to your internal rules and regulations, Republic Act 10531, and then may read Section 4. paragraph E. Supervise management and operation of all electric cooperatives. As a lawyer, we stick to the words as written by the law. My question now is, before that, I will give preliminaries. You are the project supervisor of NEA, am I right?
No, project supervisor of Socotec to appointed by me.
Okay, project supervisor of Socoteco 2 appointed by NEA. May we know your appearance here? Are you representing, or any words of yours is binded to the NEA being the appointed personality of NEA?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat?
Are you a person, is your statement binding to NEA being an appointed personality of NEA?
I don't believe I can hold that distinct honor, sir, no.
Okay. Now my question is, because your statement a while ago is NEA has supervisory and control. Will you rephrase that? Under the law.
Under the law, it says that NEA has supervision.
Correct. Proceed.
Okay. Going back to your question, Mr. Presiding Officer, as part of its obligation to supervise the electric cooperatives, we set standards. Tingnan ko yung classification, by color, may green, yellow, or red, orange. We also categorize them by letters, A, B, C, D. We also categorize them by size, mega large, giga large. You'll bring about 18 press, yeah, stuff.
But these are categories in relation to the these categories of NEA interventions of green, yellow, red, AAA, B, and C. These are the moment when NEA will intervene. The question is whether there is no collective collective failure on the part of the Socoteco 2 and that of the Board of Directors. That's the question. It has no relation with the classification of issue.
Yes, sir. In perspective, the regression from AAA to B reflects, it speaks for itself. Perhaps.
Please be direct.
Sorry, sir.
Be direct. The question is very clear. Whether or not there is a collective failure of Board of Directors and the management. That's a simple question.
I think
No.
the president of the Board of Directors is
Please.
Mr. Chair, for that matter, if there is a collective failure, I would assume Mr. Chair, yes.
Correct. Okay. Next question.
The Honorable Yuma, Mr. Chair.
Next question.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Yuma.
Thank you for that confirmation. Because hearing from the first speaker, or the general manager, she said that the Socoteco 2 had been requested for the capex to be released. And yet, 9 years probably, as you have said, up to this day, hindi pa po nai-release. The root cause of the system loss is what we call the capital expenditures na pwede sanang magamit for additional lines, for the repairs ng mga transformers. Gusto ko lang po sabihin, Mr. Chair, sa taong bayan, sayang yung pwedeng magamit pang-develop ng ating mga linya para magbawasan ang system loss. Generally speaking, as ERC, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, it's between 8 to 8.25% ang pwedeng i-pass on sa consumers. And yet, we are getting now 14.73 based on the account of MAP. So, there's a negative 5 point something. Now, if we use that capital expenditures to develop those lines, maybe the negative 0.5 will reduce or even zero or break even. Wala sana tayong pag-uusapan ngayon, Mr. Chair.
What's the query of Honorable Yuma?
Why it took 9 years and up to present, hindi pa po nare-release ang capital expenditure. Ano ang ginawa ng ating Board of Directors? Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
What did the board
Mr. Chair, if I may, Mr. Chair.
I will rephrase the question. What did the board of directors do in relation to the application of the topics before the ARC?
The application of the multi-capex of the Socoteco to talagang hindi po siya na-approve. What we did is we hired Attorney Ms. Lang to follow up in ARC with regards to our application. Sad to note, Mr. Chair, nag-surrender po si Attorney Ms. Lang.
Then, I have to clarify this one, Honorable Patrick. Hindi na-approve?
Hindi po na-approve ang aming CAPEX
Do
application
you have
sa
the
ARC.
documents? Kasi that is a contrary statement of Honorable Ati dito that the ERC will still resolve it by May?
No. According to Nia, mabilis daw sila mag-approve. Wala ko sinabing the manager, the OIC manager informed the RDC that meron silang existing application for approval sa ARC to seek loan, of course, for CAPEX sa commercial banks ang source nila. Okay? So, ang sinabi ni ng speaker that time is may application sila for approval. Pero matagal ang, because kung di ako magkamali, tama 9 years, that's 2016 na kumpisa. Pero sabi naman ni ERC, mabilis naman daw sila mag-apply. So,
Then, nalilito na ako.
mabilis daw sila mag-approve, I mean.
So, ang statement ng Board of Directors disapprove.
Wala po akong
Kasi hindi na-approve.
hindi pa po na-approve.
Okay.
Hindi pa po
na-approve. So, under consideration.
Yeah. To add on that, Mr. Chair, lahat po, almost lahat po ng pieces are waiting for the approval of their...
So, you're telling to the whole world, to the Philippine, to the government of the national government that lahat ng application ng EEC hindi pa rin ina-approve ng ARC. It simply means that these people, the petitioners, are not doing their job.
Mr. Chair, with regards to that, Mr. Chair, nung sa last time na applications po namin, talagang all of us nagreklamo kasi ang tagal nagreklamo.
But just answer me. Are you telling to the Filipino people that ARC are not doing their job? Ako, magsasalita ako sa iyo ngayon. They are not doing their job. I challenge you.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
We are still waiting for that, Mr. Chair. Actually, for 9 years, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I think we have no more query. We will have a recess. We will have a second round. Okay? Nakuha naman si Presidente, si Chairperson. We have a recess of 5 minutes.